Hello, and welcome back to the top of my dresser. I'm illiterate, and today I want to talk to you about Philomena Cunk. For the past week, my YouTube recommendations page has been filled to the brim of videos of this woman called Philomena Cunk. And of course, I clicked on the videos. I saw shorts of them. I'm an avid YouTube Shorts user. And all of these videos and all of these clips are from like 5 or 8 years ago, and they're all fucking hilarious.
Or am I?
But who is she? Who is Philomena Cunk? That's what I've come here to answer today. So, Philomena Cunk, I'm going to say her name as many times as I can. Philomena Cunk is a character played by Diane Morgan, who is basically she's one of those narrators in like documentaries, except she's like a parody narrator of specifically like BBC-esque documentaries, so like a lot of history stuff. It's just a comedy character who parodies those types of videos. And I don't really watch the BBC. I'm American. I'm from the US. I don't subscribe to their like video service. So seeing her as a character was kind of like a culture shock to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm used to watching like Killing Eve or maybe like Piers Morgan every now and then. So seeing this like dry humor comedic character was like taking 3,000 volts straight to my American heart. It was like, whoa. But anyway, so basically Philomena Cunk goes around talking about history and science and all that jazz, all that stuff, and does interviews with experts in their fields and on the topics that she's talking about. And she gives like the most British peak, like deadpan humor that she possibly can to these people. And it's great. She asks stupid questions, like she asks really stupid, like dumb questions that are very, very comedic, with like the most straight face that she can to these people, and they have to respond or they do respond with the same like just flat, dead, super serious faces. They try to actually answer these questions that she gives them, and it's really funny. I'll insert a clip right here about Winston Churchill. So here it is.
How did Winston Churchill come to invent Tipp-Ex?
Well, he didn't.
But sometimes her questions that she asks are actually really good, like insightful questions. Sometimes she asks a question that sounds dumb, but then the answer she gets is actually like a legit answer that you wouldn't think had like an actual answer to. And that just adds to her charm, and it's really great.
Three wise
and
men
I'll insert a
were
clip
there?
about that
Who
right
knows?
here too.
And I think only one of the Gospels refers to there being 3. But it's just 3 is a good number, isn't
Yeah.
it? It looks good.
So, but there could have actually been 15 three wise men.
Quite possibly, yes.
There's been programs like Cunk on Shakespeare, Cunk on Britain, Cunk on the Earth, which are just parody documentary types of those topics. But they're actually really educational. Like, I've been watching them, and I've been actually learning about like British Parliament and I don't know else, King Henry VIII and time and science shit. And it's really funny because you go in watching for Philomena Cunk. You go in watching for her because just to like see her comedy and you stay for the comedy and her like interactions with people, but then in between every now and then you get like actual educational like learning in there, and it just adds to like how great it is, because you can say that you're like you're watching educational TV when you're not. You're watching comedy, but you actually learn stuff, and it's great. Like one example of this would be, there was this episode where she's talking about time and like what time is, and she asked this guy about her watch because she was winding her watch up and then she overwound it or something, or like put it forward to like 2 hours and then brought it back, and she asked about how that's possible, how if the watch still has like the 2 hours in it. And the guy gave a response that taught me like how watches work. I was like, whoa, I didn't know that's how watches worked, and it was pretty interesting, not gonna lie.
When I was winding my watch up, I accidentally put it forward, so I'd got 2 hours more in my clock. But I put it back, but I thought, is it still in there? Is the time still in the clock?
So your watch doesn't actually measure time.
Well, it does, because it's accurate.
It measures the oscillation of a crystal. And the change in the physical state of that crystal has to happen in what we call a certain amount of time. So from one moment to another, physical systems everywhere in the universe changes its state. And that change takes place in what we call time. And that's the only way we can infer the existence of time. But actually what time is, we don't know.
Right.
I'll put a link to that video in the description, because that was an actually really interesting video. Like, this is some really educational stuff, and it's really funny. It's hilarious, and that's why it works. That's why I keep wanting to watch it. I'm sure a lot of other people keep wanting to watch it, because you end up learning like stuff about the world, and it's really great, and it's so fun. So yeah, I'll put some links in the description of videos I've watched that or on her, or not on her, but that she's been in, the character. And I really recommend you guys watch it, because it's hilarious and she's super funny. And yeah, what's her name? Diane Morgan. Check her out. It's really great. But yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about today. I just wanted to basically, I don't know, fan out on Philomena Cunk. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the notifications if you want to see when I post next. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. Bye.